Hello you guys and welcome back to the channel here today. It is Angela. It is a Saturday morning and I'm just out here chilling at this cute forest preserve slash fishing spot near kind of where I live, and it's just beautiful. Today finally the weather has become just a tad bit warm enough where you feel like you want to go outside. So I was like, hey, why not? Like, sometimes when you're sitting inside your house, you totally forget, yo, I have free will. I can go outside and take my car and go somewhere if I'd like. Like, literally, there'll be some days at home and I'm like, there's nothing to do. I'm so bored. And then I totally forget, I can take the car and I can kind of go kind of anywhere. Sorry, thought that was a bug. I can go kind of anywhere I like. And so today I was like, why not go out in nature? And so here I am. And it's this beautiful pond is right in front of me. I'll probably show you guys towards the end of the video. But something just being near around bodies of water is just so relaxing, especially when it's warm, when you're still like nearby kind of where you live to, where you're like, if I feel like I see a mosquito coming, I'm gonna run, because I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. I already kind of walked the property. That's mainly what I came out here to do. And then I was just like, ooh, I'm in the mood of filming. So that's why I just like turned on my camera. But yeah, it is a beautiful day. Mother Nature has not brought out like its leaves yet on the tree. So the trees behind me look kind of dead still. But in the summer times, it's usually like full, it's green, it's beautiful. There are so many people out here already that have started like fishing, and it's crazy to see like the minute like our state gets even like a drop, not even a drop, but even like a moment of like warm weather, everybody and their mother and their father is outside. So it's kind of cool to see like everybody's been just as much itching to get outside as kind of like I am, I guess. So it's just kind of cool to see that. But yeah, it's just a beautiful day out here. Even though like none of the plants have like sprouted, there's still like a beauty to kind of seeing nature at rest, I guess, sort of. And it kind of reminds you that like when you're going through like sad times, or when you're going through moments of like, I really don't want to do anything besides like bed rot in my house today watching TV. Like even nature has that too. Like, how there's like seasons: summer, winter, fall, spring. During the fall season, nature gets kind of prepared to chill, to wind down. That's just the way is like you get your like warm hot cocoa and you get your blanket and you're just about ready to go sit in on your bed. And then winter for nature is like, we are not doing nothing. Like, you can't ask me to do anything. That's like finally when you sit on your couch, you're like, you turned on the TV remote and you're like, don't touch me, don't call me, don't text me. Like, you even, like, I am one of those people where like I'll turn my phone off into like airplane mode, or I'll do it to like, the focus mode on iPhones, where it's like, I don't want to see any text, I don't want to hear anything from anybody. But I'll keep it on during like obviously like emergency situations, or like if I know we're kind of in like an emergency situation. Other than that, I'm like, don't call me, don't text. Like, that's literally where my headspace is at. But yeah, those are just a couple, like a pair of geese just flying about. Like, I saw them when I was walking that way on the path, and it's just cute to see like they're like walking like little couples and stuff. You're like, where's all the kids and stuff? But yeah, just a random thought that just passed my mind. But yeah, going back to the nature part and being in seasons, like it's kind of cool to be reminded that even Mother Nature has moments of like, I don't want to do anything for a couple months, or like I don't want to do anything at all. So it's just cool to see like when you're going through moments of like anxiousness, or you just want to be detached from everything, like even nature does that. So it is okay. It's a forgivable thing. If you don't want to be like, how do I say it? You don't want to be like on all the time. You don't have to be on all the time. Like, even in a single day, there will be moments like in the morning where you feel like, oh, I feel super energetic now, and then at night you're like, nobody bothered me. Or you're probably like a night owl and you're like, I get everything done and I do my best socializing at night. Do it then. Like, go out and meet friends then, or chat to people then, text back people. Whatever time of day it is for you, whatever season it is for you, I hope you're doing good out there. I will say something that is going on in my family's life that's a little bit hard to deal with right now is my grandma had just passed away, like probably a couple of days ago, and it's a lot to process, me watching other people in my family, like how they're responding to it. I guess that's probably like the Pisces in me, where I'm like, yes, I'm sad for myself because it still is an experience for me, but it's just kind of sad watching like how it's affecting everybody around me, whether like they're like the criers, or they're like the type of people where they just go silent, or watching the people who just like to isolate themselves, whatever it may be, because I feel like everybody responds to a sad thing in a different way, and it's okay like however they respond to it. But I don't know, just like being on the emotional, like the person that like picks up every sort of emotion from everybody, it's just kind of like sad to see that they're in that, I guess. So I feel like for the past week and stuff, like it's like you're trying to console everybody in their sort of way, but at the same time, like you as that person sometimes just need to step away, need to separate yourself, because like I would like to feel things for myself as well too, because it is still like a sad piece of news for me too, right? So sorry if I'm like itching my face and my nose like all the time, just because like I feel like I have like pretty bad pollen allergies, and just being out here is just kind of irritating it. But at the same time, like I still need to get some vitamin D, so hence why I'm out here. But yeah, it's just kind of sad to see like how they're going through it and stuff. And I don't know if it's because like my dad passed away a couple of years ago too, so I think, I don't know how to say it, like I've become sort of like, I know kind of how to handle it. Like I feel like after you go through one of your big like close to you person's sort of death, like you kind of know like how you handled it then, and how your patterns kind of are towards dealing with a sort of like sad emotion, or like a sudden death in the family or whatever. So because I kind of do know my patterns, or I'm more aware of it, I'm able to like stop before I get like really sad, or I'm able to stop it before I get like really, I'm crying, or I'm just like overthinking. Like I now know like, oh, when I'm in those modes, I'll just call the people that I care to speak about, or I care to like vent to. Like it's, yeah. I think I had called one of my like cousins in Kansas, and I was just like, whatever like drama that's around all this, like I just had to call her, and she's like a couple years older than me, so I just had to like vent to her. I was like, I am sorry if I'm gonna cuss. I'm usually not like a cussing sort of person unless like the situation really needs it. And it's weird to say, but I kind of find it weird when you don't cuss, because I'm like, you're telling me you'd handle all those emotions without saying like a, like a F, or like F you, or like a shit, whatever it may be. But yeah, I think at one point in my life I was just like, I don't trust people who like don't ever swear. Like, you okay, if you deal with all those emotions in plain old English language, great. I guess that's a healthy way to do it. But yeah, what was I trying to say? Yeah, but I gave her a call, and I just dumped. I was like, even before I dumped on her, I just asked her, I was like, are you prepared to take in whatever I'm giving? Because it's going to be a lot. It's a lot of like stories, and a lot of like back history or whatever. But yeah, I don't even know where this rant actually started. Just me walking out in nature and seeing how nature goes through moods. But it's nice to know that when you go through different moods, different ups and downs, there are always people to talk to, whether it's the lady at your cafe, whether it's your cousin in freaking Kansas, whatever it may be. All those people, be aware of when you're going through an emotion, and just let it out. Like when you go through those moments of like, I'm the only one dealing with this, you're really not. There's always somebody that can assist, and it kind of helps you clear your mind. But yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for joining me on this little rant to get to know myself. Love you. Subscribe.